there, Tiffany and Brad here with Years of Years, and it's this day in Disney for April 26th.
Nearing the end. Mayday, Mayday, on the way.
What?
April.
Oh. Okay, I hear you. Well,
But,
usually when
wow,
you say the end,
yeah.
it's like seasons and things, and it's just been April for the most part.
Yeah, kind of weird that I say Mayday, Mayday, though, because kind of like today's topic is influenced or brought on by World War, you know?
Yes, absolutely. So back on April 26th in 2008, Walt and El Grupo premiered at the San Francisco Film Festival.
Indeed.
Yeah, so this is really cool. So Ted Thomas directed it, and he was the son of Disney legend Frank Thomas, and he also directed Frank and Ollie, which we've talked about on here before, and both of these are on Disney Plus. They're fantastic. I love Walt and El Grupo because it, you know, has all those, really, it was the heyday of Disney animation, and the people who went and are filmed in this documentary down in South America were big names that, you know, we talk about a lot on here, and really the forefront of Disney and creating and art and really creating the Disney look and everything that we know Disney, you know, by. A lot of them were part of that.
Yeah.
So it was a dream team, right?
Dream team, and not just big names, like really hard workers.
Oh, yes.
Like, they went down to South America. She'll get into the, you know, the facts of it, and I won't spoil them. But they went down there, and they worked really hard.
Yes, so this follows Walt and Lillian Disney along with 16 colleagues for 10 weeks during 1941 visit to Latin America nations to gather story material for a series of short films with South American themes. So
that were realized.
Right, this both Three Caballeros and
well, they call it Los Saludos, like the whole like trilogy kind of thing that they
Los
produced.
Saludos Amigos.
Yeah, there you go.
So that you can watch both of those as well. Lots to watch with this episode, and it's all on Disney Plus. So that's great. So the film will. So this, when it was released, it had a limited release in Los Angeles, New York, and Anaheim beginning September 11th, 2009. So I don't know. I remember this.
Oh, it was heralded
in the
immediately.
theaters and stuff, but I know we didn't get to see it in the theater.
And I believe that it did some time on Netflix, like before Disney Plus existed. I believe it did some time.
Yes, it did, and I'm pretty sure
that's where we saw it.
Where we saw it the first time. So just really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, they go to all these different countries. It's so wonderful. I've seen it many times. I love just putting it on, having it in the background, and just watching them work and animate and interact. They're so hands-on, and so they go to each of the countries and really tour the country, feel out the music, feel out the people. They meet lots of movie stars, and celebrities are coming in and out all the time, and at the same time they're working and animating. So they didn't sleep. Like, they were constantly working on this trip. It was just a 10-day whirlwind. I'm sure they were exhausted when they got home.
But they were there upon request of the U.S. government, because we were involved in global conflict.
Friendship. It was a good goodwill friendship thing. So they were there to create better relationships between, you know, the North and South.
There was a concern that South or Central America, but particularly in this case South America, might choose the Axis over Allied powers, and so they were requested to go down there, and they were received very well and had an impact for peace. Yeah. I mean, for real.
I think so. I mean, I can't imagine it being any other way. But,
but it was so successful, and Walt Disney was the ambassador of that goodwill.
Right.
And the good neighbor of North America.
Right. So in this particular documentary, Walt is 39 years old. So he's pretty young. Him and his wife, everyone, they all look so young.
Placed on him.
It really is a lot.
That is a
for
lot for a 39-year-old.
39-year-old, almost 40, but still. Yeah, pretty phenomenal.
Normally, people don't even allow you to be an adult until you're 40. And here, I mean, he couldn't even run for president at that time if he wanted, but they were asking him to go and be an ambassador to South America. That's awesome.
They asked him to do a lot. The studios to do a lot around the wartime and everything going on. Yeah. And this was actually a great experience for Walt and really good, but this was deemed as one of the worst times in his life. In fact, the only other time that was as bad as this time was when his mother passed away. So this is when the big strike happened, and his employees were striking. Yeah. And so, you know, he took it really personally, and I can understand. It was a personal company. He wasn't like, you know, Walmart or Amazon or something. Like he had,
it was kind of family and friend owned.
Right, but it was getting so big, and he wasn't able to connect with all the people who were being hired, and he wasn't able to do exactly that. They couldn't just like clone him to be Uncle Walt to everybody. Yeah. So there was all these different reasons why this happened, this strike, but he really took it as a huge blow. I can understand. Lillian was also very unhappy, even angry. I would be angry, I think, if you had employees.
But born of this, she was, and she vocalized as such. But born of this conflict, born of the conflict of World War and the war within Disney, right here.
Yeah.
Total awesome. 3 amigos. Los Saludos amigos. You know, just awesome, great goodwill, successful trip, received so well from the people. In the documentary, you can see that people remember the experience of him coming off the plane. People remember the experience of like a little boy being with him, and that everyone like envied him, and you know, the little boy, just so many historic moments and really important for North and South American relations.
Some people said he was running away from the strike by going on this 10-day tour. When he wasn't. I mean, this was already planned before they decided to strike, and so this was something that I mean, it's back then. You couldn't just like cancel. You know, you're gonna lose a lot if you canceled a trip like this. So
and it was upon official assignment.
Yeah. So I think it was good though, and a lot of the bright and beautiful colors, the music, everything that they learned from this trip goes on to influence more of what Disney becomes.
I love that you say that. Yes. I mean, for sure.
Oh,
it does. The palette, the experience,
And you have to remember, like,
Mary
Blair was
the
there.
Fab Five.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning through, you're right.
I would really encourage you to go watch this documentary if you haven't seen it already. It's fun and worth watching multiple times, because it's just, you don't get to see them, and these are people, like I said, that we've talked about on and on again on here, and so you get to see them in personal, you know, back when they were young, and just these times where the creativity was flourishing.
Walt Disney, 39. 39, and an ambassador.
Also, go watch the fruits of it. So, Saludos Amigos and 3 Caballeros, and we'll get to ride the ride soon. We'll be going to Epcot this Saturday, you know, coming up soon. So, we'll definitely ride 3 Caps. We love it.
Little one-dimensional plywood right now,
hey,
but
who knows? Maybe
soon to return.
The animatronics are back. They're coming back, right?
Oh, they will. This has happened before.
Didn't send them off.
I mean, this is the most drastic it's ever been, but you know,
it does happen.
3 amigos, and that's what we're remembering today.
For sure.
The child of such a historic trip.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for coming along, and thank you guys for coming along, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'll love to hear from you, and we'll see you guys next time.